Okay.
Okay. Hi. Today we're going to demonstrate how to actually correctly move and position your patient in bed. Ms. Lano's going to read some basic steps to you as we go along.
First, you're going to wash your hands before and after a procedure.
So I wash my hands, rinse and dry.
Plan moving technique based on the physician's orders and the client's ability to assist. Get help if needed.
Okay. So before I come in the room, I'm going to check my patient's chart to make sure they don't have any physical restrictions or doctor's orders that say that I cannot position them in a certain way. If I feel the patient is too heavy for me to move alone or cannot assist me, I would ask for assistance.
You're going to identify your client by checking the armband for the name and date of birth and explain the procedure.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Miss Browning, and I'm going to be your nurse today.
Okay, Miss Browning, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Can you tell me your name and date of birth?
Okay, my name is Eunice M. Was born October 15, 1988.
Okay. And I'm going to compare what she tells me to the name band that's on her arm. Miss Emo, I'm going to see if I can help you to be a little more comfortable. You look like you're kind of sideways in the bed.
I sure do.
Okay. How are you feeling today?
I feel pretty good, except my right leg bothering me.
Okay. Can you move it at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little? Okay. Okay. So we want to find out what our patient can and can't do, if they can help us, what hurts, so that we don't injure them or cause any increased pain.
Okay, we're going to physically lock the bed.
Okay. Before we move our patient or start doing anything with the bed, we want to make sure that the brakes are locked on the bed. On this particular bed, there are brakes at each wheel. We also want to make sure that our side rails are up before we move our patient. In this case, these are. That one is locked. And this one is locked. Okay, so make sure that our bed is locked.
And make sure the bed is in a flat position if possible.
Okay, if we came in, the patient was sitting up, it's going to be easier if we lower the head of the bed so that we can position them a little bit better. If they have shortness of breath, obviously you may not want to lie them flat, but if they can tolerate it, you want to put the bed as flat as you can get it.
You want to assess the client's body alignment and comfort level during the procedure.
Okay. Obviously, she doesn't look very comfortable. She's kind of skewed in the bed, so we want to straighten her up.
Make sure your side rails are in the correct position at all times to ensure client safety. Do not work over the side rails.
Okay. I'm going to make sure my rails are raised so that when I go to move the bed, the patient does not fall. Okay.
First position is going to be a supine position. You're going to make sure you raise your bed to a comfortable working height.
Okay. I don't want to work over the side rails, but I do have to have them up anytime I go to move the bed in the up or down position, or if I come to the other side of the bed. This, as you can see, the bed is kind of low for me, so I'm going to raise it up so that I don't strain my back while I'm working with her. Miss Emo, I'm going to raise your bed up a little so I can reach you better, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, and the first position, as Ms. Lano said, is the supine position. Supine position means that your patient is laying on their back in bed, and it makes sure that the body is in good alignment, and as you can see, she's kind of sideways. So I'm going to try and get her body in a little bit better alignment. Miss Emo, I'm going to move your pillow in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Bring it over just a little, okay? I'm going to see if I can bring your head over just a tad, okay? There we go. All right. And let's move that leg a little. I know that's painful. Okay, does that feel better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can see she's a little straighter in bed. And then we're also going to make sure that each of her extremities are comfortable. We want a nice soft pillow under her head, okay? And we're gonna put what are called trochanter rolls on her hip, on each hip, so that she doesn't have what we call external rotation of either one of her hips. So you're gonna have a towel that's kind of rolled up like this. And you're going to put her up on her side just a little. And that towel goes from about just above the waist to about mid-thigh. Put my rail up. I can't see because of the side rail. Come around this side. And we can put this rail down now that we're here. We're going to put this one down while I'm on this side. So now she has her trochanter rolls.
You want to place arms at the side, elevated on pillow, with hands prone. Place the hand rolls if necessary.
So we're going to make sure that her arms are comfortable. Okay, and we're going to put a rolled washcloth hand roll in her hand, in each hand. Again, you don't have to have this up.
You want to bridge her heels by placing a pillow under her lower legs, not allowing the heels to touch the pillow or the mattress. The heels should hang over the edge of the pillow.
Okay, so I'm going to come down here and put this under her legs. All right, Miss Lane, Miss Ema, I'm going to put this under your legs, okay? So you're going to feel me lifting your legs up. And we want to make sure that her heels do not touch the bed.
Okay, position feet with toes pointing up and support with pillars or footboard to help prevent foot drop.
Okay. With this, you can have what's called a footboard. Sometimes high-top sneakers will be put on the patient. In other words, you don't want them to get foot drop. You don't want their foot to end up in a position like this because it will actually contract there or stay there. So with several pillows, you can actually do this to make sure that her feet are in an up position. Are you comfortable?
Very comfortable.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, now that your patient is comfortable, we're going to move her closer to one side of the bed.
Okay. All right, so she's going to stay like this for a couple hours, or say an hour or two, and then you come back in and she's kind of skewed in the bed again. She's been wiggling and twisting around. Okay. Miss Emo.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I'm back, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to move you a little closer to the side of the bed so I can turn you on your side for a little while.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to take her pillows out.
Now, if you were to walk out of the room and then come back, you would make sure that your bed is at a comfortable working height and remove the pillows from her head and her arms.
This out. Okay, Miss Emo, I'm going to roll you on your side. Okay?
At first, you want to remove the pillow from under her head and have the client put arms across her chest, and then slide your hands and arms under the client's shoulders and lower back and pull her towards you.
Okay? And we're going to do this in like 3 steps. We can't move her entire body in one step. So I'm going to move her in sections. The first section is going to be her head and kind of her upper body. So I'm just going to slide my hand up under her back.
And in a rocking motion, You want to count to 3.
You want to make sure that you have your feet planted firmly on the floor and one foot in front of the other, and you're going to go in and back. You want to have your knees bent so that you're lifting with your legs and not your back. Okay, on 3, Miss Emo, I'm going to scoot you over to the edge of the bed, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, good. You okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Then you're going to move your arms and hands under the client's hips and upper thighs and pull her towards you, making sure the upper side rail is up before moving the client's legs.
Okay, so now I'm moving the midsection of her body. Okay, same thing. On 3, I'm going to scoot you closer, okay? 1, 2, 3. Good.
And then you're going to slide your hands and arms under the client's legs and pull them towards you.
Okay, and these, if she were a little further over in the bed, you do the 1, 2, 3. In her case, we just need to move over just a little. Okay. All right, we got you on the side of the bed. Now we're going to turn you on your side. Okay.
Okay, turning the client in bed to her side. The client should be moved closer to the side of the bed that the client will be turning away from. There's 2 techniques that can be used. Rolling the client away from you.
Okay. This is the first technique, and as Ms. Leno said, there are 2 different techniques. I'm going to show you the first one. This is where we're going to actually roll her away from us. So again, we want to make sure that our side rail over there is up, and it is. We're going to put this one down so that we're not working over it.
And you want to remain on the same side of the bed with your client, move closer to the edge.
Okay.
Going to have the client cross his leg over the other one in the direction that the client is being turned.
Miss Emo, I'm going to move this leg, okay? Just cross your legs like that since we're going this way, okay?
Have the client place arms across chest.
If you'll just keep your arms like that for me.
And then you're going to spread your feet, flex your knees, and place one foot behind the other by placing one hand on the client's shoulder and one on the hip on the near side. And then you're going to push or roll the client away from you onto their side.
Okay. On 3, I'm going to push you over on your side, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm
Gonna
move
place
back
a
your
pillow. Going to place a pillow under the client's back, behind the client's back. You're going to flex and support the lower arm on the pillow used for the head. And place a hand roll if needed.
There you go. Okay.
You're going to support the upper arm on a pillow in front of the body. Place hand roll if needed.
Okay, I'm going to get your hand rolls.
Flexing the top leg and bringing it slightly forward and placing the pillow lengthwise between the legs. Do not let the knees or ankles touch each other.
Okay, are you comfortable?
Very comfortable.
Okay, good. And make sure that when you're finished with the procedure, the bed is at the lowest position with your side rails up and your patient has a call bell.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to move a client up in bed, and it's either we're going to roll the client towards you.
Okay.
This is the second way of turning a client in bed.
Okay, I'm going to take your pillows away. this is the alternate technique. Once you've got the client all the way over on the side of the bed. Okay, instead of rolling them away from you, you can make sure that your side rail is up, make sure you have a draw sheet on your bed, and come around the other side of the bed and you're going to pull them towards you. Okay. Again, you want to cross the client's legs in the direction that you're going, and she's going to be rolling that way. And you're going to gather your draw sheet. Make sure your client's arms are across their chest so they don't get pinched up under her. And with the same technique, on 3, I'm going to pull you toward me and roll you on your side, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Roll your client over. Put your drop sheet back. Okay. And position with pillows just as we did before.
Okay, now we're moving a client up in bed.
Okay?
And this is the one-person assist. If the patient is unable to help you and at a weight that you cannot help with, you will need to have another person, a 2 or 3 person assist. But we're going to do a one-person assist.
All right, scoot down at the bed as if you slid down. Okay, so we come in and we see that Miss Emo has slid down in the bed. Obviously she doesn't look comfortable, so we need to scoot her up. In this case, this is going to be her weak side and this is her strong side. So she can help us with her strong side. Miss Emo,
Yes.
hi.
Hey.
I'm going to scoot you up in the bed. Looks like you've slid down a little.
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. You want to protect your patient's head. Even though you have to move the pillow, you're going to move it up to the headboard so that if you get real aggressive and decide to slide, you don't want to bump your head on the headboard. All right, Miss Emo, I'm going to help you scoot up, but I want you to help a little bit too with your strong side, okay?
Okay.
Okay. If you can reach up with this hand and grab your rail there, and then you can bend this knee for me. All right. And I'm going to reach up under your shoulders and up under here. So if you can just kind of keep this arm right here for me.
Yes.
I'm going to reach under here kind of like we did before.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm going to point my feet in the direction that I'm going. So I'm pointing them toward the head of the bed. My knees are bent. Okay. All right, Miss Emo, on 3, I'm going to slide you, but I want you to pull with your hand and push with your foot. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there goes our pillow. All right. Okay. How was that?
Was good.
It was good. Okay, good. All right. Now, if you have a patient that cannot help you, and you feel like you need 2 people, we're going to show you how to do a demonstration with 2 people. Okay. All right. So Miss Emo, you'll slide down in the bed. Again.
Would you like to,
Okay. All right, so we come in and we see that she slid down in the bed again, and we need to scoot her up. Again, we're going to move our pillow up to the head so she doesn't rock her head. Okay, and we're going to use our draw sheet. Instead of pulling on her, we're going to pull on the draw sheet.
Now you want to make sure your draw sheet extends from the upper shoulders to the mid-thighs. Ask your client to lift her head and put her arms across her chest.
Okay, she's got her arms across her chest. We don't want to shear the back of her head, so we're going to ask her to lift her head up off the mattress just a little. Okay, Miss Emo, on 3, we're going to scoot you up in the bed, okay?
Okay.
All right, again, you want to bend your knees. You want to have your feet pointed in the direction that you're going, and you're going to kind of rock forward, okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Good.
That was easy, right?
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Toole. Okay.
The next position is the Fowler's position.
All right, Fowler's position is similar to supine, but it specifies how high the patient's head is. And there are several degrees of Fowler's. There's a low Fowler's, a mid Fowler's, and a high Fowler's. Low Fowler's is about 15
to 30
to
degrees.
30 degrees.
Mid Fowler's is 45 degrees, and the high Fowler's is 60 to 90 degrees or greater.
Okay, so I'm going to put her in the mid Fowler's position. Okay, so my side rail is up. She's got a pillow under her head. She's in good alignment. And I'm simply going to raise the head of the bed. Okay, Miss Ema, I'm going to put your head up a little, okay?
Okay.
Okay, about 45 degrees. Okay, and some of the beds have an angle marker here that we will show you whenever you come for individual practice. That will actually show you anywhere from 15 all the way up to 60 to 90 degrees. Okay, some of the beds have that feature, some don't. Okay, but you can kind of guesstimate that this is about 45 degrees. Okay, similar to the supine position, you're going to make sure that she has all of her pillows in the correct places. Okay, she's going to have her trochanter rolls again at her hips. Okay, one will be on each side. She will have her hand rolls on each side. She will have a pillow under each arm. Again, she'll have the pillow under her knees. That makes sure that her ankles or her heels are not touching the bed. Okay? And then she would have the pillows to prevent foot drop at the end of the bed. Are you comfortable?
I am. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so now that you're finished, you can make sure your bed is at the lowest position
Okay.
and make sure your patient has a quota.
Okay. All right, so before we leave our patient, we're going to make sure, and I'll just add these.
For comfort.
So that you've got everything you need. Okay? This will be on this side. All right. Miss Emo, are you comfortable?
I'm comfortable. Thank you so
Alright,
much.
okay, here's your call light. I'm gonna put it right here on your strong side, okay? So that if you need me, you can call me, but I'll be back to check on you in about 45 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alright, I'm gonna put your bed down. I'm also going to put your table where you can reach your water and your phone, okay? I'll put it on your strong side also. All right, here's your water and here's your phone and you got your call light. So you call me if you need me, okay?